And hello to all friends, potatoes are with you. Today, we are going to look at another mod, a brand new mod made by another subscriber. New interesting items are added there, which are combined with the crate. Therefore, we look until the very end. But before you start watching, be sure to like, write a comment, subscribe. And also just be sure to click on the bell so as not to miss new daily videos. But we're getting started. So, well, let's start our review with the first chest. And here we have some very interesting items. Look, if now we take sugar, bread, a bucket of water, also a mixer, a heater like this, and everything to power this case. We put this case, a bowl, then a burner from below here, then a mechanical mixer, here this thing. We are powering everything up, and now we will put a bucket of water here. Look, we have placed bread, and also sugar, then it will be mixed with us. And why doesn't it mix? It's because we poured too much water in here. So let's put more bread in here. And moreover, nothing wants to be created anyway, because by the way, we did not power this case. Exactly, that's it, powered up. And now we are getting something. We have to get a completely new liquid. Look, what kind of color is there? It's very dark. If we take it with a bucket, we take it with a bucket, and now we are scooping it all up. It's best, by the way, to get out of the beautiful, because you never know now the whole thing will disappear. So, and look what happens. This bucket. Why, by the way, we have this color, I do not know. In general, now we have made kvis with you. In fact, there is a more or less normal bucket, which we have looks like. By the way, everything was fine before that. I turned on the shaders, and for some reason, the texture of the kvis bucket changed. It's strange why in fact, in short, we now have kvis like this. Look, here we have it poured, and if we throw it into it, then nothing is applied. But with the help of kvis, we can do the following. Namely, if we take this kvis, a dispenser, also a depot, and in general, such a bottle. Let's put it all here with you right now. Let's say here. We place everything there now with kvis, and look, all the kvis we have is poured into the dispenser. Now we put a bottle here, and see what happens. We are succeeding. Carefully, kvis in a bottle. He will restore to us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hunger, and also give 68 saturation. This is a very, very nutritious drink. The texture here is quite interesting. Quite ordinary by the way, but it probably doesn't look like kvis anymore. Although there may be kvis without a label. Yes, probably something like that. Let's try to drink, and nothing is inflicted on us, except for a lot of hunger. Saturation is also restored to us. In general, this is the first thing he added to us, our subscriber. Then there is also a Fivver. As he wrote it, it's a play on words from French fries, and also a revolver. It turns out a Fivver. He will shoot baked potatoes with us, and craft from emerald, flint, iron ingot, fire powder flint, stone button, nazarite scrap, iron rods, and also finally a funnel. Yes, it is quite expensive craft, and we have this gun looks like this. It literally really seems to me to consist of potatoes as if, apparently, look at some potato store, and look what she shoots. She shoots a lit potato, very similar to a potato in a cannon. Well, by the way, it's very interesting to check how much damage it will cause. So, we have the ruiners. Let's sleep here. And he has 100 HP. We shoot hop with the maximum stretch, so we demolish 10 HP. And one more time, 2, 3, 4, and 4. In short, as a result of the 14th damage, we deal together with fire. The net damage is 10. In principle, very much so. By the way, the Atom Soup mod is called, and I do not know how to understand it. Perhaps it has something to do with the soup, or maybe it's still the creator of the mod himself. Then in this fashion, a large potato is added. It is made from potatoes and also 8-bone flour. Apparently, we grow potatoes and get such a big potato. It can't be eaten in any way, but it looks like this. By the way, let's listen to the sound. The sound is like a solid block, which by the way is quite strange. Apparently our potatoes have turned to stone. In principle, everything can now be built from potatoes, even a house, and there is something in principle reminiscent of potatoes here. It's really so square. You know, there are such square watermelons not in Minecraft, but in real life. Here's something like that. By the way, it's falling down here. Look, it has physics. Then, there is a new block like this. This is a stone generator. It is made of 2 yellow concrete or stone blocks, a bucket of lava, a bucket of water, a diamond pickaxe, a sticky piston. And here is such an oak plate. It is oak that is added with this mod. It is done in the same way as an ordinary plate, and accordingly with oak, and also a stone cutter. In short, we take this thing and look what it does. We can go into it, and there we endlessly produce a cobblestone. But we can put it all together, look in the chest, funnel, and here's a stone cutter, or rather not a stone cutter, but a stone generator, and in principle, everything is fine with us. The cobblestone that is generated here, goes here. Thus, you can now cram a cobblestone generator into one block, and in short, by the way, a rather diverse mod turns out, adds food, a new gun, such a generator, what will be the next question? But then we have another new food, and we get it by, I do not know, pressing the dough, rolling it with a rolling pin or something. But in general, let's now place our press like this, power it up, and throw the dough here, see what happens. So the press doesn't want to work with us. Well, no, he doesn't want to work with something. Let's get to work. Everything is fine. We make more speed, and what do we get? We get a raw pancake. We can now melt this raw pancake, and get a regular pancake. He will restore 2 famines to us, and also give us 1.5 satiations. In principle, it looks like some kind of oil. Someone's oil is real. Well, it's fine. Basically a new food. By the way, you can also add here, let's say chocolate could be poured on this pancake. Yes, it will turn out to be a pancake with chocolate or something like that, or with honey. In short, you can really indulge in food here. So, then we have a new enchantment added. This is a charm in general. A subscriber wrote to me, we have it only for diamond shoes, but I checked. It can also be applied on a greave, let's say, on any other element of armor, and also, but in general, any other material. But let's check it out anyway. Here we have diamond shoes, this little book, we apply. Here, we also apply it on these leather ones, and it is also applied. In general, as the name implies, speed will give us speed, but it was not there. In fact, this speed is not given to us, even in the form of diamond shoes. I do not know, maybe somehow with this, we have literally 0.1% increase in speed, but I do not notice it at all. I'm running around like in them, like without, nothing changes at all. Let's check it out. Now we remember the speed. Now I put on even a diamond one, and nothing increases at all. Then, a new block is also added. It's being made here. Look how interesting it is. We're going to need red dye, an oak log right here in the center, and also white dye. We get for mushroom boards. Look how she looks. Literally look. The board looks through, so to speak. The second layer is there with us, and in the foreground, there is a fly agaric. The one that's Gnomovsky, that gnome over there. In general, the dwarf will now be able to build himself such a cool house from fly agarics literally, but at the same time, it will also be boards. By the way, I wonder if they are burning or not. Let's check it out. So here we have flint and there is no listen. They are not even set on fire. That is, it turns out that even these mushroom boards do not burn. Look, I think it's very cool. Then, another new block is added. The block is written from the dryer. This is a mistake, of course, but it's okay. In principle, we are not picky. He makes a shower out of sand and also 2 coal. We get 1 block of desiccant. What is he doing? I don't know. We step on it. Nothing seems to overlap us. If we leave the creative, nothing overlaps either. But in principle, the texture, by the way, is very, very cool. It seems to me that these blocks can be used somewhere in magical places like this. Like there are circles in some kind of beachment or something like that, because really, well, it looks very cool. It's for this texture, and for the texture of the fly agaric board, that's very simple. Respect is huge, because well, very cool. I like it. Then, as the subscriber said, we have such and such nettles added in the world. Here again there is a mistake, but in principle it's okay. It looks like this for us. As it is written, if we step on it, then we will be superimposed with such type of damage from fire. But as you can see, nothing is happening at all right now. Maybe it should grow. Maybe, by the way, it's like a reference to radioactivity or what's interesting? Or is it just such a texture? Well, in short, nettles should be remembered in the world. I probably won't check it now, because I need to load new chunks somewhere. But I'll believe him. But at the same time, it would be impossible to believe, because it does not cause damage. Very strange. A new block is also added in this mod. It's called a falling block. It is made with us from gold, oak logs, and also gravel. We get 3 falling blocks, and look what it is in general. We can't change his texture in any way. By the way, it reminds me of textures from the wild forest. Remember, there are such doors, there are quite similar. And look here, it basically falls like gravel, only it seems a little different to me. Let's compare, by the way, because it seems to me that gravel falls in a more realistic way or something. So, we have gravel, although no, it seems to me it is also falling. I'm just used to the fact that we have only gravel and sand falling. I do not know where to use it, because to be honest, the textures do not change. Although we could change them, like textures, they will fake it like a stone or something, but I do not know in short honestly, where to apply it. Then we add the following semi-blocks. As I have already said, we can now make semi-blocks from any wood, that is, it's like spruce, dark oak, tropical birch, then acacia, and finally ordinary oak. That's how they look, which is cool in principle, and it seems to me a big plus. Then from these semi-blocks, namely only from an oak slab, we can do look what, but with this kind of crafting, and also oak wheel sticks. Textures inspire hope that, well, it will be at least some kind of decorative block, as it is even written. But look what happens when we put this whole thing on. We have a block like this. Well, in principle, it's even less so, but when you look from this side, it's very strange. It seems to me that this is some kind of tank in this fashion, and most likely the subscriber wanted to do something differently. But so far it has turned out like this. In general, this mod is quite interesting, and it has the beginnings of very good directions, such as a potato cannon, more precisely a revolver, or as it is called here. Then there's this generator, which is cool. There are also pancakes, kfis. I think it turned out very funny with kfis. But of course he needs a goal and a touch to do less. Well, there was a potato with you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, like it, write comments. Also click on the bell to not miss new daily videos.